Hey again. The game that we designed until now, it's good, but we are missing one important thing, that how to play the game online, and that's what we'll do in this video. So to make two-player play when online, they have to have a session to play in. So for example, if you go to the database, you have a sessions for the players. So to do that, first of all, I have to go here and see what I have in the request and receive. I'm requesting or receiving. So let me define function, and I say this function, name it player online, and this function gets something about session ID. It should be string for now. I suppose this one taking session ID as a string. So if I am the person who want to play the game, I will send my email, then I will send other player email, the one who I want to play with. We know that we cannot send or email other player email. We have to split that string. So we take only the username. We don't add at in the player ID or player name. So make sure this part. And always don't add it as a null. So do it this way. What about the second player who want to play the game? So if the second player play the game, he have to also to accept to play the game. So I don't know why he give me error here. He don't have to, but it should be fixed in a second. If I'm the one who accept the game, I have to do the reverse. I have to add first player, that's mean the one who request for me, so then my email. Why? So we could play on same node. So me and him, we could play in the same node. So if his name is Hussein and my name is Jana, he will create node Hussein Jana. So to access to same node, I have to do Hussein Jana. So I could access to the same node. So just let me do two more variables. One of them, we name it the session ID, which is hold this one. And let me suppose this one should be public and have a null in it as initial value. And I say, hey, this one, the public one, equal the local one. And also I need one more thing, which is the player sample. So if I am the player getting who is using X, or I'm a player who is using O. So to define that, I would say, hey, a player sample will be set up here. If I'm the person who requests to play, I will give myself X. If I'm a person who accepts to play, I will give myself O. So it's just sample to identify my sample in the game. So now I have the session ID. Whenever the two player accept to play the game, finally I have the session ID for these two players. So now let me go back to the button click. So we know there's events, so when someone click on the button would fire this button click. We are no longer playing offline, so remove this code. Now I want to play online. So what I want to do, I want to do my reference. I create child, or if not created, name it player online, the people who play online. I create session for me, which is child, have a session which is session for these two player, and have another child, which is the ID of what they select, the person who selected, which is name it toString, because I cannot create ID cell with the integer. Then I say set value directory. So what the value I will have, I will add my email. Okay, why my email? Because think about two player play game. He say 1 selected by Hussein, 2 selected by Jana, 3 selected by Hussein, 4 selected by Jana. So creating under this session, create all this information about these two players. Now let's go to this game. Play the game. Play the game. We're no longer using online. Remove it. Auto play. Check winner, keep it same, will not change anything. Auto play. Now I'm no longer using this part, the guessing for the empty cell. I will get the ID of selected cell from here. Okay. So now there have to be a method who will call this code. So we said we are both playing on same session, so we are both adding our data under this one. So I could listen to this one. You said we did method defined here, but we did implement it. Let me implement it. So I say this one, then I complete. I want to listen. Do you remember when we did listen here before? I just copy same code. Why I have to rewrite? Think I have it. I just take this code for listening, and I add it to me here. So now I just taking some spaces, so you will see the screen completely. So let's see, I'm still listening for the child for the we are playing on. So I'm still getting the value, but before this thing, when I first getting the data, first of all I have two players, you know that in the game, player 1 and player 2, player 1 and player 2. Maybe you wasn't able to get this one, but if you go here you would see in the check winner there is a player 1 and there is a player 2. So if you don't able to get it, just go spelling it dot clear. I just clear mine for the first player, clear for the second player. So because every time there is change I have to clear the data, then reload it. So I'm cleaning for first and second player. Then okay, this one will still same, I just getting the data as a hash map which have information, then getting the value. Then I'm not setting anything and I don't do break for anything. I getting the value and I have the key. So for the value I'm checking, I say hey, if the value will be equal or not equal, or equal, not equal my email, which is my email. If the value that saved is not equal to my email, because you know the value means that what we saved here. What we saved here, we are saving my email. Is that right? You save your email. So if it is not your email, that means he is not you. He's other player. Else, that means this data is you. So else, this is me. So if I say active player, you remember when you define active player, that means who is the active now. So I say active player equal if my sample of what I defined here. I say I define the player sample. So I say the player sample equal x, then add 1, else add 2. So that means if x, that means I'm the active player. If O, that means the opposite. I will do the opposite case here for the second one. So I say 2 and 1. So that means just you will be able here to find who is the active player now, if it is X or if it is O. That's good. Now after I define the active player, if it's X or O, in this case, I just say send the data. I say hey, autoplay. I send him the cell ID. How to get cell ID? The key will represent the cell ID. Is that right? Because you are saving the key as a ID, but I need to convert it to integer because the key is string. So I say to integer. And yeah, this is very basic process. I think now if we just run it, we will be able to play the game on 2 devices. For me, I just connected 2 devices, one over USB and one over the emulator. So how to connect over USB? Just is my machine. Hey, you see my password. So to connect over USB, first of all, connect your phone to the over USB to the computer. Then go to your phone setting. The settings. Where are the settings? Here is it. Then from the settings of your phone, go to the about device. Then in about, you have to go to the something, name it bold number, and click 7 times. If you see the bold number, just continue click on it for until he say developer mode is active. So you connect the OEM until you say no need, you are already developer. Continue clicking on it until he change you to developer mode. If you are using a new version 23 and after, if you before, you don't need to do this step. You just you need to go to developer options also, and you need to enable something named debug on USB. This one, if you see it, USB debugging, make it enable. Then you will be able to access to your phone from the emulator. So really easy process. So now if I just stop it, rerun it again, see I have this device and this is my emulator. This is my emulator and this is my real device with Nexus 5X. Select both of them and run it, because I do this step because to help me to play. It will not kill my PC with too many emulator running. So I just one real device and one emulator. Waiting for some time, and hopefully I could play Tic Tac Toe on 2 devices. Maybe we have errors and maybe we don't, but I think we followed the correct pattern. So just let me remove this one also and show you how they play, show you the data on the real device. So should be this one, should be this is my emulator device, and this one should be the emulator. Show it here. Emulator is running now, is ready. So my device also be ready. This is the data for playing the game. So think about this emulator sending. So I don't know what player this one represent this device, because I never remember that. So it's better for me for now to delete it from this device, because I do a lot of debugging. So just delete the application and rerun it again to make sure I'm doing correct playing. So just rerun both of them and do a new player. I know this the Pixel XL will represent Jenna, because Jenna was using it, but the device I don't know about it, so I just register a new player for the device. So yes, this is my device. I will suppose I have Leia at gmail.com, and this Leia should be have the password, whatever she want a password, and she click login. So now both the player are login, Jenna and Leia. So now Leia in the phone she want to send request to Jenna. She'll say Jenna at I don't know if the name is correct. Jenna. This should be Jenna at gmail.com. Hopefully there will not be a break in the emulator. So sending request, he say break. So this is not a break in your PC. This is no break in the code. This is a break in the emulator. So basically, best solution is just you separate, stop it, you run this one alone, and he will debug it on the device. You wait. This is just, as I told you, this is just IDE error. It will not continue for a long time. They have to fix it soon. So you debug on the device, you make sure the application is installed, then you debug it on your phone, make sure to install it, then rerun the game. It have to work. So do this process, just install this one and then install for the second one. So I will be with you. So just install on the first one. You have to load it in seconds. Yeah, this is, so he loaded now, so I'm no longer needed. Just stop it. This is a problem, as I told you, happened because running both on some ID and ID is still in the beta mode. So now run it on real device. I have the real device. This one already installed on it. So if I just go here and just open the Tic Tac Toe, they have it already. Now just this one, he don't need a computer. He just already installed in it, and the phone now will install the same one, because there is no reason make him a breaking. We did not did anything wrong, I think. So for that reason, if you get in this case, as I told you, then now I want to ask Jenna. I say, hey Jenna, I want to play a game with you. Jenna at gmail.com. Then hey Jenna, request. Jenna get my request. She accept. Then yes, they accept. So now both could play the game. So to play the game, I want to show you how they play the game. So you would see it. You will see the session here for both the players. So yes, minimize the IDE. So now I'm playing the game. So I just add O. She see a directory. She see the O. If she play the game, she click CX. She add directory CX, and we are both playing the game normally. So I click, see, she click, I click this one, and I win. So we are both playing the game online. So that's what I want to show you. That's great for what we did until now. But one thing you have to do before you go next, the two players cannot play again because the data already saved. So make sure to go to here, a play online method, and remove any value they have before. So when they play again, there is no data saved for them. So thank you for watching, and see you next.